him on his belly there the rest of the match. Did a great job transitioning right to his ride, too.
And with that, just qualified for NCAA, since 4 are coming out of that 141-pound weight classification. Verkleeren now on the mat for Virginia, and he'll deal with Duke's Josh Finesilver.
Verkleeren not wasting any time getting his leg attacks, and now with that bent leg, running out of room there, but that would be a nice little dominant turn for him.
Quick takedown for Verkleeren as the 2 points are assessed. Again, this is another one of those classifications in which 4 NCAA qualifiers are in effect, so this is for a trip to Detroit as well. On the other mat, it is North Carolina's Sherman, who is trying to take care of Mancini of Pitt. Those are the 2 also battling to take on the winner of this one for 3rd place, but more than that, to go ahead and secure an NCAA berth of their own.
Verkleeren working that far side power half, that leg in. Finesilver coming up to his feet, doing a good job. Now he's found a leg of his own. Going to try and turn this into a reversal. Verkleeren wisely kicks out of it. Great wrestling. Verkleeren's a guy. He can throw you. He can defend your shots. He can get to leg attacks of his own. He can ride. He can get out on bottom. Really solid in all areas. Finesilver, of course, amongst all of his brothers, known for being able to have a great gas tank. He can come back on you if you score in the beginning of those matches. He's a longer guy. He can get to his head inside singles, and he can work to finish them.
And Verkleeren, who was looking for a second bid after earning a spot at Penn State in 20 when the event was canceled, as you may remember, due to COVID-19. So Verkleeren, maybe a little extra hunger there in terms of trying to get this done right here and right now.
He was very much so, as a former Penn State wrestler, a welcomed addition to a talented ACC cast of wrestlers.
Well, and when you bring the experience from that conference, Ty, as a number of these performers today have, it serves only to raise the level of competition in the ACC.
Absolutely.
2-1 Verkleeren's advantage inside the final minute of this opening round.
Oh, Finesilver. Beautiful little far side low single, far side ankle pick. Unable to get to it. And Verkleeren now in on a nice little re-attack. Has his Finesilver's feet off the mat, trying to isolate a leg, and you'll see him start to pivot on those feet, try to turn back in. Finesilver trying to roll through with the ankles. I think the refs may let this one wrestle out with only 15 seconds left. I don't think this is going anywhere.
Verkleeren with not much leverage there, although still trying with the 8 seconds remaining in the period.
I was about to say, I think I spoke too soon. Frustrating when you get that close.
Time runs out. We talked about the movement from Penn State. Of course, state of Pennsylvania, and a couple of key transfers that have made an impact for UVA from that state.
The transfer portal, especially with that year that gave guys an additional chance for eligibility. A lot of guys were finishing up their degrees and had to find new homes and had to figure out where they were going to go, and it gave a lot of them another opportunity to go and chase their dreams athletically. So out of all the negatives that happened in that 2020 year, I think there was a handful of positives too. Finesilver in on a nice shot of his own. Verkleeren, nice little ankle pass. Now with the single leg of his own, trying to finish in this seatbelt wizard position, back up with the leg. Nice little trip. Oh, I think the refs are calling potentially dangerous here, which is pretty rare. You really don't see that too often on those single leg finishes. You do on those mat return situations where guys are trying to put their feet behind the other guy's knee, but I haven't seen that one too often.
Runs it to Finesilver, a 3-2 advantage now over Verkleeren. Finesilver, who was in that high-scoring match a little bit earlier today, 11-10 between he and pits Mancini.
Yeah, Mancini was able to get out to a big lead. He had a cradle locked up, almost had Finesilver pinned, had him on his back a little bit. But as I've noted, a part of his character is being tough, staying out there, wrestling the entire match, and he did a great job and was persistent and was able to come back with some solid leg attacks.
Yeah, it was 6-0 at one point in that contest, Ty, and it required the lead to be snatched away by Mancini with just 30 seconds or so left before the close. So that was quite the comeback just to make it interesting by Finesilver, who's locked into it with Verkleeren here.
Now he has a chance to kind of scoot around. See Verkleeren maybe need to put that head underneath the knee and get that foot elevated. Finesilver is going to want to try and get weight on that foot, but ref says, I don't think this is going anywhere. Let's go back up. These two are getting after it, though, for sure. This is great wrestling back and forth.
Verkleeren right there within striking distance, 3-2 the Finesilver advantage. He ended up here, did Verkleeren, on a 3-1 decision at the hands of North Carolina's Zachary Sherman. That one, Wilson advancing, and then Antonian advancing by tech fall. 4-2 was the Wilson advance over Sherman, and those two are in command for the 7 p.m. championship round tonight.
Yeah, for Verkleeren against Sherman on the front side too, it came down to one over-under position. Ended up going upper body. It was kind of 50-50, and Sherman was able to come out on top, and that was the difference for that one.
Well, he'll carry a 3-2 advantage into the final scheduled round of the battle with Verkleeren. Here we'll find Silver, and just that quickly, Verkleeren able to even things with the escape.
Riding time's not a factor too, so we'll look to see somebody get a takedown here in this minute 45 seconds, or we may have another real stressful one, just like our 125-pound bout earlier.
Well, and just to reset it for you, this match itself for a trip to NCAAs. There will be 4 qualifiers from this weight class, so whoever comes out on top here, they're headed to the next level.
Whoever comes out on top of this scramble, most likely. Finesilver found himself a nice little low single. Got his ankles all tied up again, similar to the end of that last period. Verkleeren trying to get that ankle free if he can. He can try and get his weight up. Finesilver getting some height up on top. He's going to try and get his ankle free too.
Is he going to have enough leg strength and leverage?
Verkleeren had a great shot there. Finesilver did a great job of finding his whizzer. Now you see him getting his hips in. Now he's looking back towards the ankle, going to create another scramble off of this.
Inside a minute, no ride time point there for the taking on either side, so they are on even footing as you watch this final 42.
Ref calling potentially dangerous there, ending that scramble.
Finesilver, who had the slight advantage through 2 rounds. Verkleeren evening things up right at the start of this period. Now a half minute with which to do something for these two.
Finesilver trying to sit the corner here, taking advantage of Verkleeren's head outside shot. Trying to hook that foot, trying to get his hips back up on top. Verkleeren trying to stay long, trying to keep that foot. Another stalemate.
Just 13 seconds remaining.
I think we're going overtime again, which is exciting for this one because these two have been going hard at it.
You called it the last time around, and it wasn't just overtime. It was a 10-minute plus match we saw to get things started. And they're well ahead over on the other mat as a result of what we saw at the 125-pound classification.
Yeah, that was the first one I've ever actually been on call for that went into the next bout of rideouts in that 1 minute extra overtime. So new overtime rules definitely make for entertaining matches. Yeah, Finesilver in on a leg right away. Verkleeren able to kick out. Finesilver going right back in and on it again. Now Verkleeren trying to drag. Finesilver another shot. Verkleeren hustles, nothing yet. Continues to hustle. Finesilver finds his hands locked back on the leg again.
The vicarious position, just a windmill moment as they go round and round, and nothing settled yet.
Now Finesilver in the advantage spot here. If he could get his ankle free and hook that leg, he's sitting pretty. Also looking to maybe put Verkleeren there in the danger. Oh, Really great wrestling there from Finesilver, continuing to wrestle through that scramble. Getting his hips back up on top. Awesome wrestling for both those guys.
Zachary Sherman waiting. Picked up a 4-1 decision on the other mat against Mancini. We talked about those two at length. So it is Sherman who will take on the winner of this contest. And it comes to a halt right now as we're going to have a review.
And I don't know if they're trying to challenge if this was 2 yet, because time was not a factor. I want to say Finesilver did a great job of trying to put him in danger, and then Verkleeren was able to had to capitulate and let go of his hands, and Finesilver was able to scoot around for 2. But in a match like this where you win, you go to NCAAs, I think it's wise for any corner. Go ahead, throw out that brick and use it, especially for a talented guy like Verkleeren.
Get 3 of those, and you have to determine which of the weight classes you want to put them into effect. Virginia used one, successfully challenged in the 165 weight classification bout on behalf of McCoy a little bit earlier today. But again, 3 opportunities if you're unsuccessful on those to toss the brick, and Virginia choosing to do so here. Here's another glance at it, Ty.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful challenge earlier. And it worked out really well for UVA. However,
Judging
this
from
one
the reaction
sadly
inside the building, it looks like that's going to happen again here.
No, I was thinking the same thing too, but I think that was the Duke faithful cheering
How
it up.
about that? Making the trip up from Durham, and it is going to be awarded to Finesilver, who's going to work his way off here after another extended bout between he and Verkleeren that was quite entertaining.
I'm sadly feeling for my man Verkleeren too. I think he